Okay, my friends, it's Timan, and I'm going to do another, I guess, an educational video again because you get people in the comment section, they just cannot handle the truth, broski. So, anyways, okay, so this is brought up, okay, AI. People are going to say, oh, it's by AI, Google again. Look, man, they take this stuff out of research papers like a PubMed and NCBI, okay? And then they just throw it in here, AI. That's what AI is. It takes information, real information, and then it just plaster it. So you don't have to go look for it everywhere. It's basically you ask a question and it'll answer it for you, and then it shows you where it took it from over here. These things at the top here on the right-hand side, which is the marker for NCBI and a bunch of stuff, okay? Anyways, the overview. So I'm going to talk about concentric exercise again, all right? So let's go over this. So this is based on facts. This isn't based on my opinions, okay? It is based on facts, not my opinion. Please, leave me alone. So I'm going to read it. AI overview. Concentric exercise is associated with a loss of sarcomeres in series within a muscle fiber, meaning that when a muscle repeatedly contracts while shortening concentric contractions, it can lead to a decrease in the number of sarcomeres aligned end to end, potentially impacting the muscle's length and force production capabilities. This is in contrast to eccentric exercise, which is more likely to cause an addition of sarcomeres in series due to its stretching nature. Key points about concentric exercise and sarcomeres. Muscle shortening. During a concentric contraction, the muscle actively shortens, which can lead to a reduction in the need for as many sarcomeres in series to achieve the desired movement. You understand me? So what happens over time? That if you keep doing these concentric exercises, thinking that you're a strong guy lifting a heavy weight concentrically, just doing that and foregoing the eccentric exercise, then your muscles are going to shorten. Now, if you ever get an overload in eccentric, that's why you're getting injured and dropping off the face of planet Earth. Get it? Now, moving on to length tension relationship. The loss of sarcomeres can shift the muscle's length tension curve towards a shorter optimal length. See, listen to what they say. A shorter optimal length. It's optimal to be shorter when you're doing just concentric exercises because you aren't doing eccentric. Get it? So, are you building muscles if your muscles are getting smaller? I'm getting a stronger. I should be getting a bigger when in fact you're getting a smaller. You're getting a smaller when you're lifting a heavier in the opposite direction of gravity. Get it, broski? Yes, because it's optimal. It's optimal. Shorter is optimal for length, potentially impacting the muscle's ability to generate what? Force at longer lengths. See what I mean? Because you're shortening it. That's why. You will get stronger if you do eccentric exercises. You will get stronger because you get more sarcomeres. But this makes it optimal because you keep hitting it at a shorter rate all the time. So it keeps getting shorter and shorter. Get it, dudeski? All right. Adaptation to activity. So the more eccentric exercises that you do, lengthening exercises eccentrically, the more sarcomere genesis you get. The more muscles you build, myofibulars, sarcomeres and everything, you build more of it. Get it? The more you do it, the more you get it. That's why you get bigger, and that's why you complain that you are a fake natty and that these guys who you think are fake natties are actually real natties, And you're a fake natty because you keep doing concentric exercise. Get it, dude? So, and then you have people saying, well, I'm stronger than you because I can push a weight in the opposite direction of gravity. I'm stronger than you because I do many concentric movements. But then you have a guy in the gym that's going to say, well, but I do a lot of eccentric exercises. See what I mean? I have more muscle. I do lengthening stuff, like with gravity, which makes people stronger. Gravity makes people stronger and bigger and more muscles and everything and bone mass. So I must be stronger. They're gonna argue that they must be stronger. So who's stronger? The guy that got shorter muscles that can push a weight opposite direction of gravity, or the guy that can move 10 times more weight eccentrically going with gravity and has grown more muscles? See what I mean? I don't know. Physically, I don't know. You're going to have to go to a physical match and find out. See, you can't compare. The lifting abilities are different. One guy's moving weight in the opposite direction. Both are moving weights in the opposite direction. Which one is stronger? See, if a guy's doing concentric exercise and another guy's doing eccentric exercise, but his body matches the weight, what he's doing, because he's growing with the weights. He's getting bigger and stronger. But you're getting shorter, smaller, and more force production pushing against gravity. So who's stronger? See what I mean? Who's stronger? You can't compare because it's like you can't really compare. But I know that the eccentric guy can also produce force concentrically. You understand me? Just as much as the other person is doing, because they'll come out of it a lot stronger. They must come out of it a lot stronger. You must be stronger, because if you go in space, you get small, you shrink in space. But when you land on Earth, and gravity makes you expand, your body makes you strong. Gravity makes you strong because your muscles expand and get big and strong. They have to mass up. See what I mean? So if you work with weights with gravity, then you must be stronger. It must be. Anyways, the next one. Let's move on. Adaptation to activity. When performing activities that involve primarily concentric contractions, like uphill walking, the muscle may adapt by losing sarcomeres in series to optimize function for that specific movement. Get it? Yeah. It'll lose it. It'll adapt by losing muscles to adapt to going uphill. Yeah, man. So you see what I mean? So the more you do, the smaller you get. Get it, broski? Yeah. But then you're going to eat carbohydrates, and then you're going to pose in the mirror and go, look, I got big, because you became like what we would call endurance athlete. Because listen to what they say here. Walking uphill is associated with what? If you're going against gravity and you're coming in often to the gym, it's associated with what? Endurance. Performance and endurance. But in eccentric exercise, it compromises performance because it's the lengthening effect. It's causing damages to muscle fibers and growing them bigger and stronger. That's why real bodybuilding is not a sport, bro. Get it? And it's not based on performance, going to the gym to perform for other lifting slaves. Now, let's move on. Comparison with eccentric exercise. Sarcomere addition in contrast to concentric exercise. Eccentric contractions, muscle lengthening while contracting, are often associated with an increase in the number of sarcomere in series, which can enhance muscle growth and potentially protect against what? Muscle damage. It potentially protects you against muscle damage. In other words, if you're lifting concentrically and the muscles shorten, if by accident you bench pressed and that weight was really heavy and it came down in an eccentric exercise, well, you won't tear a pec. But if you're a concentric lifter, you will tear your pec, will rip right off the bone because the contraction is too short. See what I mean? That's why power lifters and a lot of these strongmen and power lifters and fucking, I don't know, these other people, they always get injured. They get injured because they didn't do any eccentric exercise to lengthen the muscles. They repeatedly did concentric exercise. I can prove it. You can watch this guy called Trenzilla. Trenzilla, he puts up, look at his latest video at the end where he's doing his workouts. It's all concentric, heavy concentric work, and he's on steroids. If it didn't work when you were natural, it will not work when you are on steroids. Get it? It still has to be built naturally in the natural world, even if you take a drug. The drug just assists you to lift something heavier because it's based on chemical strength, binding with the myocytic androgen receptor, giving you more force production. But it is not associated, steroids are not associated with building muscles. They can help synthesize if you have an addition of nuclei, because without the nuclei, you cannot synthesize protein. So it can assist, but it itself cannot build, testosterone cannot damage muscles for you. You have to damage them and get them to go through a repair model. The hormone is not going to do that for you. See what I mean? It doesn't do that. That's not his job. That's not his job. I'll see you in the next one. You tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll see you in the next video, broski. I will upload this video now. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends. Gee, I hope that helped, man. People really just don't get it.